Our Patreon pick this week was the 1979 film Alien, as requested by Laviskin. Dylan, tell us about this film.
Alright, so Alien is about these bunch of astronauts up in space. They get redirected to some, weird planet that's, sending a distress signal or whatever. They go into it, they explore it, they lose contact with the people there. This face thing attaches to one of them. They bring him back. They're like, you shouldn't do that. And they're like, he's gonna die. So they let him in. He's kind of fine for a little bit. The thing dies or whatever, falls off his face. A little alien pops out of his chest. Oh no, the face thing. And then the whole after that is it just runs away, hides, grows, kills them one by one. And then they find out eventually from the guy who they thought was human but is actually a robot, yeah, your guys' true purpose was to find this alien species and, keep it alive and, sustain it till it gets back to where we are gonna use it for weaponry. You guys weren't meant to live. And then, main girl, I don't remember her name, is fuck that, we're killing this thing. She blows up the ship, thinks she kills the alien, finds it on her ship, executes it out into space or whatever. That's not the word I meant to use. And then the movie ends.
Dude, that's insane. Tanner, what's your haiku, dude?
My haiku, as inspired by Alien, a distress beacon, attacked by unknown creature. At least the cat lived.
Dude, oh my, this cat was almost responsible for 2 people's deaths in this movie. I don't care how much you love a pet. I'm not gonna, I get the motive in the beginning, oh, the cat's gonna trip the motion sensor again, we gotta catch it. Their premise was don't go off alone, go in groups. And then they send this one guy off by himself. So, this movie unfortunately suffers from, plot for plot convenience.
Dylan, if you and your dogs were trapped on a space station with the alien, which one of you would you want to survive?
Why would you? I don't want to answer this question. I don't want to think about this. This is awful. I don't want to. Don't make me choose. That's like choosing between my children.
Yeah.
That's awful. I don't want to do it. That's you're lucky you only have Mochi because I can't make you weigh your morals here.
I mean, I'd rather survive than Mochi.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm not gonna I don't know. Preservation of life. I don't know. This movie was a lot like Predator.
Because there's an alien in it?
Well, no, just because it's from the same general era and the effects and everything were. It also, at the start, gave me a little bit of The Thing vibes, so I was kind of hoping maybe they had some good puppetry, which the puppetry wasn't terrible, but the alien costume. It was terrible. The alien costume was not. It didn't look great.
You have it backwards. The costume was awesome. The puppetry was terrible.
I don't know. I didn't think they were both that great.
Yeah, I absolutely, I'd say agree with Tanner. The costume itself, I think, looks fantastic. It's what they actually fucking do with the thing that just makes it look really goofy and completely took me out of the film. Because,
maybe that's what it was.
The thing that really sucks about this is that, at the start of the film, it was great, okay? It really had me gripped. I was like, oh man, this is really immersive. The atmosphere here. Oh, holy smokes. I'm real worried for these characters, okay? I don't want them to die. This is spooky. And then, after the first death, which I felt like they did pretty well, the alien just comes in and starts attacking those other people. And it's oh, huh. When we really see the alien like this, kind of loses all the tension now, don't it? And that just carried on throughout the entirety of the film for me, and I just could not get back into it after that point.
When you say the first death, I'm going to assume you don't mean the thing, the guy that popped out of. I'm assuming.
No, I'm not counting that one.
Mechanic guy who the chainy.
Oh wait, yes, that's the first death.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's not like Predator where everything was cool actiony. It was kind of, the more suspense drawn out horror, which does, I agree, make for a good atmosphere. It's just yeah, there wasn't enough emphasis, I guess, on anything going on. When the alien actually showed up, it was kind of whatever.
I agree.
Let's go.
I guess I'll start saying some nice things about, one of the most iconic movies of all time.
Go for it.
Oh, this movie was shit. It doesn't deserve to be iconic. I'm putting it down there with fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Fuck this movie. I'm kidding, by the way. I think this is significantly better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So one thing, I love the aesthetic of this movie. I think it's very cool that their take on sort of, humans doing intergalactic travel is most of the time when we see, humankind has made it to this widespread spacefaring thing, everything's clean and it's very heady and intellectual and elitist and whatever. And this is like, these guys are basically truckers, but in space. I really like that. Is just like, this is a very mundane and blue collar thing to be like out here in the void of space. I like the way the ship looks. Some of the rooms don't make any fucking sense, like the chain room.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for that to be on a spaceship, but other
what's
than
it
that,
for? Why is it there?
Exactly.
Why is there so
What
much water
it?
dripping from the ceiling?
Yeah. I don't understand the mechanics of that, but otherwise I think the ship is really cool looking, and I like everything about it. Yeah, the worst part is just like the puppeting with the alien costume, especially like very specifically I think of when our main guy is in the vents, trying to flush it out, because that's like a good scene. It's very suspenseful. We see the dot coming at him. He's like, I can't fucking see or whatever, and then he turns around and the alien just goes.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, gives him a little jump scare, a little Five Nights at Freddy's action.
That did take me out of the movie a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like that's really the only like really terrible thing. I think the acting is great, and I really like the story. I love all the mystery in it, especially with like a modern day movie, I think, would often make the mistake of when they go into the big alien ship and find the eggs. A movie telling like a modern attempt at Alien would try to explain every single fucking thing about where did that ship come from, what's this big thing, blah blah blah, why are there eggs on here, blah 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 blah. They'd explain all that, and this movie doesn't do that. They just leave it like, yeah, it's fucking weird. Sometimes you're out in space and you just find wacky shit like this, and you're kind of baffled by it. And
yeah,
I know
speaking of a way in which like this film does something like better than a normal film would nowadays, their handling of Ripley, our main female character, she's a strong female character who's actually written well. What?
Oh my god,
that's possible? Hollywood is fucking shitting their britches right now. I didn't think they could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Tanner. That actually was one thing I noted when I was watching it. I like how in, like, the 80s, 90s era, when they do advance technology or, like, spaceships or whatever, they don't go balls to the walls crazy. It's really just... You can see it being the future, but it's not, like, out of this world. I can enjoy the simplicity of it. I don't mind how... The thing with, like, what we have in spaceships now is, like, CGI and all that, which, it's fine if it's done well. But, yeah, and I was gonna say, acting is well done. I did like how Ripley was, like, the calm, cool, collected, centered character making the logical decisions. Fortunately, unfortunately, if, like, they just did whatever she did, we really wouldn't have a movie. So, like I said at the beginning, this movie does kind of run on plot conveniences where people have to do certain things for this to continue.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I didn't dislike the movie. I think... it had as much potential as Predator, which is probably why at some point these franchises merged, because they thought it would create some kind of dynamic that worked. But yeah, like I said, and you guys mentioned it with the vent scene, anytime the alien showed up and started doing things, it was kind of just whatever. It was like a partial shot of the alien. Just, it's not doing anything really, so,
Yeah. I like Ash, the android. I think the androids are one of the coolest things about the Alien universe. I just love the way they fucking work, where they truly are, like, you can't tell, but then they have the weird goopy and they fucking spit up the white blood and shit.
Yeah, I didn't... that part threw me off. I didn't understand what was happening. And then when, they ripped his head off and, I realized he was a robot, that part blew my mind. That was really well done.
Yeah, that's a great moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the great things about this film is that it really does do a great job of setting up this world that feels very intriguing that personally I really wanted to learn more about. So much so that after I watched the film, I went on YouTube to find some fucking lore videos or whatever about the Alien universe. And the ones I found were shit and I didn't like them at all. It was just some dude talking and showing comic book panels being like, in this issue, an alien comes out of a crocodile and it becomes an alien crocodile. It's stronger than Batman. In this one, it's a bull. They can charge really fast and get angry. This one can fly. And they're just really shit. That's not what I want to learn about. I want to learn about the cool alien lore.
All of the cool alien lore is in the comic books. Unfortunately, none of them are canon.
Unfortunate.
Damn.
Well, boys, do you have anything else to say about Alien?
What does Jackson have to say?
Yeah, you guys covered me.
Okay.
Sounds good. Well, Jackson, if that's the case, what are you ranking this one, dude?
B+.
That is shocking. Shockingly low. I'm kidding. I'm giving it a B.
Am I going next, Tanner? Is that why you're saying
Yeah, you're going
so?
next. Let's end on a high note, eh?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I gave Alien a C+.
Oh my god! Tanner was giving stares like a B. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this? But a C+.
Right,
Listen.
yeah. I'm giving this one an A+. You guys are fucking capping.
I view this movie equal to Predator, I'm sorry.
I liked it more than Predator at the very
I like
least.
Predator
I think
more
I don't
than
remember. I
this.
fucking
Where do I have Predator
I have
ranked?
Predator at C+, so, but I still like Predator more than this movie. I found Predator more engaging. This one was kind of just
I have Predator at... No, I have them both at the same rank, so seems about right for me.
B+
I like them
overall.
for different reasons.
I mean, but, okay, to be fair, based on our conversation earlier, does my description and my view of the movie match my rating?
I agree that this is not a movie for you.
That's not what I asked, but I'll take it.
And as Jackson said, it's a B+ overall.
Crazy.